Have you ever thought about life outside of the valley?
No, why ponder upon such trivial things?
You know, Stephen, there's always room for imagination.
I'm a practical man. There's no room for imagination when famine and disease plague our region. Imagination won't see us through this crisis.
And what if you're wrong? Our entire world could change from one man's actions. I hear that's how revolutions are started.
You hear too many things, brother. And besides, the only person with that much power is King Matthew.
Winning a few battles does not make you a king.
Careful, Ryan. Some could perceive your political rants as treason.
It's only treason if somebody finds out. And you aren't stupid enough to turn me in.
You don't have to be stupid to turn someone in. Just hungry.
So this is the one? This is he? Got caught stealing a loaf of bread from the market downtown. Little runt wouldn't even admit he did it. Speak your mind, citizen.
My king, please forgive me. I was hungry. I was so hungry. I didn't know what to do.
And be quick about it.
I'd like to see the king now.
King is busy.
I am his advisor, you know. If I were the king, I would allow my advisor to walk through my doors.
If I was the king, I would want my guard to do his job and guard me.
You really are stubborn, aren't you? Very well. Give him this. It's very important.
I'll see that it's done.
Good.
News, Your Grace?
Our grain supply is being cut off from the south. If news of this spreads north before I can supply the people with food, they will rise together and put my head on a spike. But if I can crush the south and raid their lands, I will have enough food to feed my citizens for decades.
The southern territories have more men than we do. Thousands of our own will die.
If there is no food, they will die either way. This famine has lasted 5 years. I will not sit idly by while the South denies my claim to the crown and withholds food from us. They will give up their crops and yield their cities to me, or I will burn them to the ground.
What's happened, brother? I don't usually find you here under favorable circumstances.
Let me tell you something, Stephen. After my wife died, I would lie awake at night cursing the gods, the king, anybody I could think of. I did not understand how she became sick, and I didn't know why she died. I thought that I had done everything to protect her. A few weeks later, I realized that she died of starvation. We never shared a meal together, so I didn't realize she wasn't eating. I didn't notice she was losing weight. I think she knew there was only enough food for one of us to live, so she made her choice. She slipped her share onto my plate every night before I came home. It would speak nothing of it. I would walk through the door tired and hungry, and each time she would smile at me, as if nothing was wrong. She didn't want me to die, and I was too busy to notice that my own life was slipping away from me.
Why are you here, Ryan?
Have you not heard the news? The king has declared war on every district south of the Black Mountains.
I'd hoped it was a rumor. Hunger, sickness, and now war. They're only dark days for those who live in the valley. I can't stay here.
If you go south, you will walk right into the battle.
That's why I'm going to travel east.
East? There's nothing to the east but desert and mountains.
Maybe, but it's better than staying here. This valley will burn to the ground by the time this war is over.
How can you say that? Have you lost all hope for a better life?
Any hope I may have had for a better life died long ago.
I'm sorry that all of this has turned you into a broken man.
You wanted to see me, my lord?
Yes. Sit, my friend. Have you heard the news?
Every man from here to the coast has heard, your grace.
Then you know we need to be prepared if we are to win this war. The South has food, gold, and slaves. I would control every land known to man.
Forgive me, but how can we prepare when virtually every man who would be willing to fight is malnourished?
Food would be the proper incentive if we had enough to offer. But since we do not, fear will serve the men enough motivation to stand and fight. I will tell them that if we lose, those serving the South will execute them. And if they refuse to serve their king, I will execute them myself.
That is a very wise tactic, my lord.
You know, Anthony, you're a very loyal friend. Perhaps the only one I have. When this war begins, I will name you regent in my absence.
Regent of the valley? My lord, I am honored, but I am no ruler.
There is no better man than you, Anthony. I'm confident that you can govern this territory until my return.
Thank you, sir.
And Anthony, if I do not return, you shall be king.
Do I know you?
You are the king's advisor?
Yes, I am.
I hear that you are a very respectable man. Is that true?
I would hope so.
Let me ask you something. Do you serve the king or do you serve the people?
Both. I serve the king and the king serves the people.
Well, some people might disagree with you there.
I assume you did not come here to argue with me. What do you want?
I want you to help me stop this war from happening.
And how do you propose we do such a thing?
You help me kill the king and his army will not march south.
Why would you ask this of me?
I wasn't asking you. He will die either way. The only difference is that if you do not help me, I will kill you both.
This is treason.
This is a revolution. There are no laws during time of war. There are only those that live and those that die.
We will cut them off where they are weakest. After they cross here, we will send our men to the right flank and travel between our army and the Rift Valley. We need men if we hope to win this war.
Finding men to fight has never been a problem, Your Grace.
This time, it will be. Mobilize the army and inform General Warren of our battle tactics. This war will start any day.
My king, there's something you must know.
I'm listening.
There is a man. He plots to murder you.
How do you know this?
He came to me yesterday. He told me he would kill you to stop this war.
And why would this man be foolish enough to tell you of his treason?
He wanted my help, but I refused him. He threatened my life.
I cannot let a crime go unpunished during time of war. What is the name of this traitor?
I don't know his name, but I know where to find him.
Bring him to me. Have you any excuse for your treason?
I didn't want more people to die because of you.
Thousands of people have died because of me. That is what it takes to be a king.
You're no king, just a man with an army.
On your knees. I'll put your head on a spike to show the people what happens to traitors.
I hope you burn in hell.
We'll see you there soon.
What's this?
It's whiskey, my friend, to celebrate the revival of our great nation.
Revival is a strong word to describe our situation. The king is dead, and now we must deal with the matter of succession.
It does prove rather troublesome when a king dies so young with no heir.
The citizens of this valley are awaiting my word.
And what will you tell them?
As regent of the valley, I'm the rightful heir to Matthew's kingdom.
Not many people are aware that you were named regent. The king did not even have a chance to march south. Do you think they'll believe you?
I saved thousands of lives, and the people know it.
Yes, but do not forget that you killed the king because you wanted power.
And you killed the king because you wanted revenge.
Well, I suppose we all have our reasons.